Down the Merrimack River, beautiful river, we're heading for the Rocks Village Bridge. The same river that John Greenleaf Whittier used to sail when he was a young fella. Down the river in a shallop, it was a little boat with a sail. Then they'd stop at Hampton Beach and have a big beach party. They'd have a clam bake and hake bake. Your hake is a fish caught in the ocean. There's plenty of them around, easy to catch. And they'd cook them on the hot rocks on the beach, and he had a tent. And then the next day, they'd sail out to the Isles of Shoals out in the ocean. And when they got to the shoals, they would write poems out there with this lady that owned a hotel, her father, Cecilia Saxter, out to the shoals. A lot of history to the shoals. Now, you'd think that shoals would mean that it was all rocks. It is all rocks, but that don't mean the shoals. The shoals are the amount of fish that they catch. Shoals of fish, not rocks. Then, on the Isles of Shoals is a big hill on the way to Portsmouth on Route 1. Now that hill is called Breakfast Hill. Now Breakfast Hill is the highest hill around that area on Route 1. And on the top of that hill, you can see the Isles of Shoals. Now, the Indians had a camping ground on the top of the hill at Breakfast Hill. And what did they do? They saw the people and the fishermen and their families out to the Isles of Shoals. So what they did, they got out in their canoes and paddled out 7 miles from shore to the Isles of Shoals. And when we got there at the shoals, they scalped all the natives out there, the fishermen and all them. But there was one lady, they had a little baby, and she hid in the rocks away from the cottages. So the Indians couldn't find her. But here's what happened. She's afraid the baby would make a noise and the Indians wouldn't see her. So she held her hand over the baby's mouth. And when she did, the Indians left. The baby was dead from suffocation. The Isles of Shoals off of Portsmouth. But the old Merrimack River still rolls down its way to the ocean. And around the bend down here, we're going to see the Rocks Village Bridge. And that's where John Greenleaf Whittier, the poet, he looked over on the shore, and he saw a little boy over there with pantaloons. That's like little knickers on. And he had a fishing pole, a piece of stick from a tree, and a piece of string, and a bent hook with a worm on it. And he was catching fish right there by the bridge. And Whittier on his nice fancy boat with a crew says, "Oh, how I wish that I was a young boy again like that little boy there." And he wrote the poem, The Barefoot Boy. Barefoot boy with cheeks of tan, blessings on thee, little man.